Welcome to today's episode of Prepare to Dice, the show where a bunch of animators come together to play Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Raghav and I will be your humble dungeon master for today, so please join me in welcoming the real stars of the game, our bold buccaneers.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I play Timbo Wainson. He's a rock gnome artificer and recently a cleric, level 4.
Hi, my name's Christine. I play Rocco. She's an air genasi bard, level 4.
Hi, my name is Jagriti. I play Poppy Seeds and she's a wood elf ranger and a wizard at level 5.
My name's Renee. I play Bjorn. She's a half-elf level 4 and she will be a warlock soon, but not yet.
Awesome. Alright, so let's get started. Is everyone down to clown?
Yeah.
Down to clown.
Join your friends on the table. Make a check if you're able. Just fight for life and there's nowhere left to go. Feelings around you. Rabbits have come through your hero tonight. And you're on a roll. Can you answer the call and pay the price? It's a game of sacrifice.
You all enter your rooms and get into your bed. Timbo, as you lay in your bed, mulling over the events of the day, finally you fall into a deep slumber. For a while you experience rest, deep, relaxing rest in the darkness. And then you hear a soft rustling, as if a wind was blowing through grass.
Oh yeah, I opened my eyes. What's this wind?
You open your eyes to see yourself in a vast field of brown grass. Everywhere you look, you see rolling hills, auburn and brown, with a clear blue sky enveloping the horizon. The hills seem to be softly moving up and down.
The hills themselves are moving? I love this. I lay down in the grass to kind of experience that waterbed ride. Oh. And this was free? I'm at this new locale for free?
Will you make a perception check for me?
Alright, let's use this. I got a 2, but let me see what I do or don't add to that. Perception. +2. So, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we're up to 4 on that one.
So with that 4, you're laying in the grass and you're just loving it. It's just really soft and really nice. And then you hear a voice that goes, "Hello, Timbo."
Hey, voice.
So you look around and then you suddenly see one of the hills that's in front of you starts to like unroll.
Oh.
And as it rolls up higher and higher, you see a big black eye coming up.
This is a living thing. I think I freeze. Now that I know I'm potentially on a living thing, I don't want to step and hurt it or nothing. So hands in the air, stop moving, maybe stop breathing. I just kind of...
I want to thank you for your generosity and befriending and protecting Hector.
Oh, my pleasure. Hector's my squirrel buddy, right?
Yeah, your squirrel buddy, yeah. So if you start seeing as he gets big, higher and higher, you see it's actually a giant squirrel creature. He says, "Hector has grown quite attached to you, and as I can see you to him, and for that, I'm very grateful."
It's been my pleasure, giant squirrel. He has brought as much to my life as I've brought to his. Also, I hope you don't have fleas. They'd be bigger than me.
My name is Ratatosker. I'm the god of small creatures, foraging, and memory.
But you're a big creature.
I'm not a small creature. I'm the god of small
okay.
creatures. You get it?
Yeah, I'm on board now.
Those closest to me, they call me nuts. I have been pleased by your actions, which prove that size is no measure of power. And if you are so inclined, I invite you under my tail. And in saying so, another hill sort of rises up and you can see that it's his big bushy tail.
Under your tail?
Yes, my tail, to become my follower and enlist my protection. I can give you abilities, protect you from harm, give you guidance and counsel.
So anatomically, you're like a big squirrel, right? So under your tail, is there another entrance or passageway that's not...
Consider it a metaphor, Timbo. I
okay.
ain't talking literally here.
Oh, like under your wing.
Yeah, don't have wings, so I thought tail would work. I apologize for the miscommunication.
I see. I thought I took that real literally.
In return, all I ask is you continue to protect those that are small and vulnerable in the world. And when you're in a forest, I ask you maybe to build a small shrine to me. Maybe in a tree or a cave. Fill it with acorns or nuts that you forage.
I accept this mission, and I assume I get to keep Hector. We get to stay in each other's lives.
He says, so he sort of like nods at what you're saying, and he says, thank you for your devotion, young gnome. I name you Timbo the Protector, cleric of Radatosca. Yeah, so you feel like a little wind coming over you, and like just this like...
That's a fart.
Oh no!
He says, I see that you've been cursed. It is a deadly one, if somewhat slow. You have time to reverse it, and I will help you in this endeavor. There is another small one, like you, in the city. He may be able to help you. Ask around for the gnome who lives in these parts. Now go. Consider this your first of many boons from your deity. And in saying so, he wraps his tail around you and lifts you in the air, and then you fall back, cradled in his soft, furry embrace, and fall into a deep slumber.
That's fantastic. This is good news all around.
In the morning, all of you wake up in the rooms that you were sharing. You look around and you realize that Narcissus' bed is empty, and there's 3 letters on the bed addressed to each of you.
I'd like to go find all of the letters and take them in my hand and be like, look at all of these letters Narcissus left me. I will distribute them as she would have wanted, for we were best friends and confidants. I will also open the letters and tell you what the inside said.
One of them says Timbo on the outside.
I don't think that sounds right. I think it all... She wanted all...
I think I see my name there. I know how to read.
It's a shame people taught you, but alright, you can have your letters if you insist. Though I'm sure you won't truly understand them the way I will, since I am her best friend, but sure. I hand over their letters.
I take my letter.
And open mine.
And open it.
Hello, my confidants. It is unfortunately time to bid you adieu. I'm parting ways as my friend Ricky has to get home, and I will ensure that he gets there safely. Thank you for being there for me and helping me out through the tight spots I'm fated to get into. And I'd like to leave each of you one of my owned items. To Rocco, my queen, I leave my copage of black pyres in the hope that you will swing it at a man's head and bring him to his knees. To Poppy, my savior, I leave my Davovas keyring in the hope that you will forgive me for getting hooked onto Dragon Ash overnight and scaring you with my disappearance. For Timbo, my bud, I leave my cloak of protection, hoping this will enable you to push boundaries and make you realize you were always way more than your father ever was or would ever have hoped to be. I'm now going to be on another quest, a quest that will take me to a faraway land. Here's hoping Ricky doesn't kill me on the way though. Goodbye, Narcissus.
Wow.
What a sweet message.
That's so sweet.
Mm-hmm. My heart.
I'm gonna put this on. Can I put on my new clothes?
Yeah. So the cloak of protection, it requires attunement, so you need to wear it for a full day and like get used to it before the the effects actually start happening.
I'm gonna say I still do a little spin around fashion show kind of a gesture, showing off my new little cloak of protection. Do a little 360, and it kind of billows. It billows out the cloak as I spin, and it looks really cool.
Rocco and Poppy, you can see like parts of it almost obscure what's behind it, almost like an invisibility cloak. You can see like he like almost disappears and reappears.
It was wise of her to give you that. I would never want to be invisible. She made good choices.
I was already invisible.
Oh, it's so sad.
What can I do with the keyring?
Well, right now, it just seems to be a keyring.
Okay.
I'm still at the inn, right? It feels like it's been a year since we finished our last quest. I feel like I slept like the dead. I cannot believe it's only been one evening, and yet I still want to go back to sleep. I think I was like, let's go get some breakfast.
So as you pull up in the door and head down to the bar, your path is blocked by two hulking figures. Big, huge guys in overcoats with hats pulled over so all you can see is black with pinpricks of light where the eyes should be. Timbo, you recognize one of them as Jack, the man who offered you the dragon ash and kidnapped you. And before you can react, they attack you. It's a gloomy morning in the port of New Hope Harbor. A young half-elf girl walks cautiously into the Rusty Whistle Inn and Tavern. Her name is Bjorn, and she scans the mostly empty room before settling on the bartender.
I walk up to the bar. Hello, bartender.
Hello! Oh, welcome to the Rusty. We've got bacon and eggs if you're looking for something to eat, and I just put the kettle on, so tea will be a bit. What can I get you?
Thank you so much. I'm actually wondering when a ship might be heading to the Lonely Isles. I see you don't have a dockmaster in town right now.
Yes,
Do you know?
yes, the Dockmaster. Yeah, it was a crazy business. Dockmaster turned out running a cult. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who
That's
knew?
so weird.
Yeah, I mean, people were going missing, so we should have known, but we didn't.
What happened there? Like, who stopped him?
Oh, well, they're here. They're upstairs. A bunch of adventurers. They sort of came and they just like made short work of the guy. It was pretty cool.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's so cool. They're here.
I'm sure they'll be coming down anytime soon. You said, what did you say? What do you need?
I need a ship to the Lonely Isles.
Oh, you know what? I think you're in luck. And then he points to like the end of the bar where you see that there's two people right at the end. There's like an orc woman and a tall figure, like a male figure with his back to you, so you can't really see what he's looking like. That's Captain Wolfgang. And she has a ship, I think, that you could talk to her about.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'll take some tea when it's ready too.
I'll get the tea over to you when it's ready.
Okay, so I approach the couple at the end of the bar.
So as you start to approach the couple, suddenly you start hearing like all this commotion from above you. And the whole ceiling just fucking comes down, and tumbling along with them is just a host of colorful characters. You see a gnome, an elf, two big figures in trench coats, and then Air Genasi sort of gracefully floats down from the ceiling. And it seems you're in the middle of a fight.
Oh my gosh.
So go ahead and roll initiative for me. You can clearly tell that, big guy in a trench coat must be a bad guy.
I'm going to use Eldritch Blast. I will aim it at the person across from me.
You put your hands out and a blast of energy comes out, hits him square in the chest. He goes flying 5 feet.
Timbo's like, whoa, what a cool stranger. Thanks.
You're welcome. Because I hear Timbo.
All right. So one of these people is Jack, right? Who I know?
Yeah.
I'll tell him, like, you've changed, man. You've changed.
Jack, he looks at you and he's like, I'm so sorry, man. I'm real sorry, man. He starts running at you. So he just like straight up punches you in the face.
Damn, Jack.
While that's happening, will you make an insight check for me? And then Poppy, it's your turn.
Oh shit.
Okay, insight check. I'll roll a d20. Boom, 13. Plus 2, so 15.
15 will do it. So when he punches you, it doesn't feel like a human fist. It feels like it's like metal or something.
Oh, Full Metal Jack.
Okay, someone had come towards me, right? Okay, so I put my foot on his chest and I ask him why he's here and why he's attacking us.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, okay. I got a 4.
Alright, so he just looks at you. I'm real sorry for what's gonna happen to you guys.
I have a rope, so I want to tie him.
He's on the floor, so you easily tie him up.
So I am just standing there floating beautifully like I always do. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I have not had tea. I have not eaten. You're all making far too much noise. And then I go, hold person.
This just like gust of wind comes to catch him and he deftly jumps out of the way.
Wow, this Jack guy is really active now that he's not on drugs.
Well, I noticed that these cool-looking people aren't trying to kill these dudes. They're trying to stop them, so I feel kind of embarrassed that I blasted them with magic without checking first, and so I want to make up for it. And I have a rope, so I'm gonna try and use my rope.
Yeah, sure. Make a dexterity check.
And I got 23, so I'll take the 23.
You pull out your rope and you turn it into a lasso and you just wraps around him and then traps him.
I'm really proud of myself, and I turn to look at the cool people.
And we thank her.
And I'm just standing there with thank you. And then I just walk over to the bar and be like, garçon, tea, S'il vous plaît.
Can we take off their trench coats?
Whoa!
Can we see what's underneath them?
Oh my god!
No, let's not take off their clothes. What if they're naked?
What?
But I would like to use a very dramatic air genasi flush of my hand to knock off both their hats.
And I think I'm just there uncomfortable with this crossing of boundaries.
Everyone.
You wave your hands and the gust of wind comes and blows off their hats. And you see that it's like where like a head should be, there's a whole person. And it's like a lizard. So you guys take off the trench coat and you see that it's a stack of 3 kobolds. Make an insight check.
14 plus 5, so I have a 19.
You're looking at these guys and you see like off the side of their like behind their ear, there's like a weird little creature that's like stuck. And it almost looks like a squid type creature and it's like got its tentacles like digging into their veins. Bjorn, you notice behind you that the 2 people that the bartender had talked about, the orc lady has now stood up and is now walking towards you.
Oh,
She sees you and she's like, that was quite a show, very impressive. It seems you guys are having a spot of trouble with creatures. Jolt of lightning is all these buggers need. You can see that she has a staff and the staff has like a little lightning bolt shape on it. And so she just like stamps it on the ground and little pricks of lightning go and hit each of the kobolds and the squids just plop right off. And then she gestures to her tall friend who gets up and methodically starts putting them into a satchel.
What are you gonna do with those?
She looks at you and she's like, you are heroes that saved town from Kuotoa, yes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Sure, yeah.
My name is Captain Wolfgang Bock, Captain of Poseidon's Rift, and this is my first mate, Happy. You look at the tall guy and he like looks at you and for the first time you see his face and you realize that it's fully mechanical. He has one big round telescope eye that's like looking at you. There's like another arm comes out from the middle of his chest. Humanoid assault, peacekeeping for pirate youth or Happy. That's me, at your service. It's my pleasure to make your acquaintance. I commend you for your top-notch fighting skills and general all-around coolness.
I shake his hand extremely enthusiastically. I hear you have a ship.
Because yes, I have ship. His name is Poseidon's Reef. We sail to and from Lonely Isles every 5 days. You need travel?
Yes! Can I come with you?
Where are you going? What's your story?
Well, my dad is missing. I woke up one morning and he was gone, and I've been looking for him for like 3 days now, and I barely slept, and this is the first lead I have, is that he's on the Lonely Isles. I have to get there.
I've got a lot of baggage attached to fathers. I'm Timbo Wainson. I don't want to brag or bring it up because it always comes up, but Wayne is my dad. I'm down to help out. I don't want to speak for the other teammates, but healthy father-son relationships is important to me. Because I don't have one, but I want to have one.
Okay.
I'm on board.
I'd also like to help.
Poor kobolds, it seems they're under thrall of Ceramorph Brain. You know about Illithids? They're also called mind flayers, vile creatures from Underdark. They control mind and take over bodies and eventually devour brain. They're what drove Kuotoa to madness. She says to Happy, she's like, let us take these poor kobolds to infirmary. Come in the evening to the dockyard. I will set sail then after running few errands. If you wish to come join, bring food and ask for Poseidon's Rift. That's the name of ship.
Okay.
So the 2 of them leave.
Did anyone make a list of everything we have to do?
We've got a curse to cure and a daddy to find.
Shopping montage!
Alright. So then 2 of you go ahead and make investigation checks. That'll be like just a general montage of you guys going shopping, getting food, getting supplies.
I've got a +5.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I have a +2.
20!
20?
Jeez, okay.
Nat 20.
Yeah, so 25.
Alright, well then that nat 20, you come across this shop and it's called Mage Mart. When you walk in, you see that there is a gnome artificer at the front desk. The shop is full of little gadgets and contraptions. There's potions and totems. Everything is like teeming with magical energy. And he's like sitting by a counter near the window and he's like just fiddling with this little toy.
Well, I'm like, dude, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I feel like we're destined to meet. I'm a gnome artificer. You're a gnome artificer. I got a weird fish curse. You know anything about that?
No way, dude! You're a gnome too? Hell yeah, give me some skin! And he like high fives you.
Boom.
What's this about a curse? curse, man. Let me take a look. Man, that is one hell of a curse, my man. Looks like a divine curse to me, like...
Hey, you're divine, other gnome artificer.
Aw, man, hell yeah, dude. I'm all about them positive affirmations, dude. Hell yeah.
We're vibing.
So, divine curse, man, they can't just be cured. You gotta go where the curse lives and convince it to release you. We need a few things so that I can build the portal to get to that. So I need you to get me 200 gold worth of moon silver.
Whoa. Wait, 200 golds worth of silver? Can I just give you silver?
Moon silver.
Oh, moon silver. Damn. Alright. Well, I gotta go to the frickin' moon?
No,
Oh
you don't
my
gotta go
God.
to the moon, man. Just go to the Arcane Academy. It's on the Lonely Isles.
Oh, sick. But dude, you will never believe this. I just frickin' made plans to go there.
Serendipitous, dude.
That's crazy, dude.
Hell yeah.
Are we just all standing behind them while all of this is happening?
Can we like browse? Like, what does he have in the store? Can we see what he has?
As you're looking around the store, you see in his hands, he's working on this like little, and it looks like a top, like a spinning top. You can see it's like teeming with magic.
What are you working on?
Oh, dude, this thing, it's called a spell spinner. If you spin it while casting a spell, it'll increase the radius or the distance by 40 feet.
Oh, cool. Are you like, is it for sale?
Hell yeah, dude, for sure.
Oh, thank you. This is great. I think I'm ready to go.
So you guys feeling a little lighter and better with a little bit more magic in you, start heading toward the dockyard. So as you guys are walking, the smell of the sea sort of hits you full force. And as you get closer, you see the huge frame of the ship. So as you guys start climbing on the deck of the ship, you realize that there's no crew. And you see Happy, and he's like, I'm sure you've noticed there's no crew. Well, I'm the crew. I run the whole ship through this main console right here. And so he just like sort of sets into the console, and then these like components of the ship come up, and then he just like melds with the ship. You see him become part of it, and his eye flickers and the mast unfurls on its own. The ropes start to untie themselves, and the ship just starts to move. As you're watching, like New Hope Harbor is slowly like fading away into the distance.
What's up?
I am thrilled and terrified because I've never seen the ocean. I've only been in the woods my whole life. So this is all a loss.
You've never seen the ocean? This is what?
Pretend that the waves are trees.
Everybody knows the ocean is a complete mystery. No one knows how ship works. No one knows how ocean works.
That makes sense.
The best thing is to not question it at all.
Are you an elf?
I'm a half elf. And I am like thrilled to be so close to an elf because I haven't been near elves. I've never met my mother before because she left us because I'm a half elf and she didn't want to stay with me and my human father.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I really wish I could find her, but she doesn't want to find me, so I guess that's okay.
Oh, well, you can hang out with me though. I don't mind.
That means so much to me.
I look over the edge of the boat and I lock eyes with a fish, and there's just sort of this quiet moment where we both sort of feel seen.
My description says, as an action, I can sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, and things are there present within 1 mile of me. So I sit down, find a nice clean place, and I want to just like sort of part take a nap and partly meditate.
So you do that, and you sort of sit down and you just sort of like let the sound of the ocean sort of lull you into a sort of meditative trance. You try to think about what you've been through. The Kuo-Toa had a bit of a psychic element to them, and you start to sense that same psychic energy in a distance in the depths of the ocean. You feel like this like cold wind passing through. There's a chill down your spine. And suddenly Happy, the robot, just goes, Captain! And he's like, storms are coming, Captain! And just as he says that, the ship suddenly starts to rock. There's rain falling down on you. The distant roar of thunder is looming. And in the commotion, none of you notice the whooshing sound of giant figures rising in the air around you. And suddenly a huge tentacle slams down on the deck. And you guys can hear over everything, Wolfgang is screaming. She's like, what the fuck is going on? And Happy, it's Kraken, Captain! We're being attacked by a Kraken!
I pull a longsword seemingly out of nowhere because I'm a lady and I bring those with me places.
Okay.
Stop hurting the boat! No one knows what that does! But I do want to use my bardic inspiration. Bjorn! Don't die!
I nod. Okay. So I'm going to use Shocking Grasp It's a lightning spell.
Hearing that from Rocco, you just like feel the lightning coming from like inside of you, the rage of these creatures that are trying to stop you from finding your dad. Angrily, you just like put your hands on this tentacle, and the tentacle suddenly erupts with lightning, and you can see that like it just starts burning it from the sides. More lightning starts to crackle down, and you can feel it like hitting the sides of the ship.
I have this spell called Absorb Elements. Can I do that? Maybe I could use like absorb some of that lightning and then like attack with it. Is that possible to do?
Absolutely. Yeah, it comes down and hits you straight in the chest, and you just absorb all of that lightning. And you stand there, and you like your eyes are glowing blue, and there's lightning coursing through your veins. And while that's happening, you hear the captain. She's like, "Test it, Happy. Take us in the air." You hear Happy go, "Roger that, Captain." And then he starts to whir, and like suddenly a big section of the deck opens up, and a huge gas bag starts to inflate and lift in the air. And you hear the captain going, "You see, the ship is a marvel of technology. Both sea and air are at its command." And the ship now looks like a zeppelin, and it starts to like rise in the air.
Oh, cool.
And I'm like, see, no one knows how ships works. I would have never guessed that.
You look over the edge of the boat because you're going up, and you see like dangling from the ship now is the Kraken. You feel this like psychic wave coming from the Kraken. It's a lot of anger, but there's also a lot of sadness and helplessness. Around the sides of its head are hundreds of those ceremorph brains, those like little tentacle things.
So since I had absorbed all that lightning, I want to use that. I want to use my spell spinner. So I take out another arrow and I aim it at the things again.
So you shoot your longbow, and it's like teeming with electrical energy while the top is spinning. So you can see that the arrow starts to spin as it's going, and like creates this sort of whirlwind of electrical energy. And it doesn't hit the Kraken. As it goes past it from one side, all of the ceremorphs from that one side start getting electrocuted, and they just start falling off.
Total motivation to save the day, and I'll run down a tentacle to get close to the Kraken's head so I can get close enough to melee.
Yeah, so you're just like, you jump up and start like running down one of the tentacles of the Kraken, and then you run just to the center of it, and you just plunge your hands into this mass, lightning erupts from you, and all of these like creatures just start flying off. Because you're so close to it, you can feel the psychic energy coming from the Kraken. You can hear like waves of gratitude are coming. So it's the captain's turn. She like runs to the edge and starts to like throw ropes down. So you catch the rope, it blinks and its eyes sort of like demystify, and it like unwraps itself from the airship and starts to drop down into the ocean.
All right. So I say, this is cracking up to be quite the adventure.
As you sleep, you dream. And in your dreams, you find yourself with your friends. You're sharing drinks, you're laughing, just having a good time. And you see a dark, tendrils of black extend towards all of you. You try to yell, but no sound comes out of your mouth. You start running. You feel despair. You feel fear and sadness starting to overtake you. The feeling is so strong, you feel almost ready to give in. Blackness engulfs Wolfgang, then Poppy, both getting lost into the shadow. Then as the blackness is just about to overtake you, you hear a voice. No. Rocco, you recognize that voice as your mother's. Bjorn, you hear a woman's voice, not one that you can place, but one that sounds somewhat familiar. Jimbo, you hear a voice too, and it's the voice of Ratatoskr, the deity who you've sworn fealty to. Whoosh! Stretching as hard as you can, electricity and flames blast out of your fingers, pushing the blackness back with tremendous force. And all of a sudden you find yourselves being thrust up out of the blackness. You're flying through the air, you find yourself speeding through the depths of the ocean, and looking around, you're surprised to see that only 3 of you, Rocco, Jimbo, and Bjorn, are the ones who are speeding up. You shoot out of the water, you hurl through the air, and you phase through the bottom of the floating airship, through the several levels of the ship and into your sleeping bodies. And with a deafening gasp, each of you wakes up.
What the hell did we take?
You all have a weird dream? I had a weird dream.
I had a really weird dream. What was your dream?
You know what? I think I wet myself last night.
And I am just sitting there, really confused. It's like, Mom. Like,
I'm sitting very nervously looking at Jimbo.
So looking around you, you guys see that Poppy is out. It's like completely passed out.
man, when she sleeps hard.
Maybe we go over there and poke her.
You guys don't think that what happened was real and she's like gonzo, right?
Like the dream shadow got her?
Like the dream shadow got her.
I'm gonna stay up. I can't sleep again after that dream.
Make a medicine check for me.
Okay. I got a 20, but not a nat 20.
Dirty 20. You notice her veins around her neck or her arm, they're purple. It's identical to Timbo's curse, which Bjorn and Rocco also have similar veins on you. And thinking back on your dream, you wonder if the voice's protection is what's holding the curse at bay. And it seems like Poppy didn't have anyone watching over her and is succumbing to the curse at a much faster rate.
That's so sad. Poppy! So sad.
So as Timbo, as you're about to sort of roll over in the bed, you realize that on your pillow next to you is a little vial of water.
I want to take the top off of the little vial and just sniff it. I don't drink it yet, but I sniff it.
Make a religion check for me.
A religion check to smell some water? Okay, interesting. Maybe it's like holy water. 13, but let me see. +5, he's so religious.
Nice,
That's
yeah.
never come up before. I'm an orthodox no. 5 + 13, 17. Oh wait, shit, 18. 18, shit. Edit that out.
So as you sniff the water, you have suddenly you have a vision. You feel like your eyes sort of like roll back and you see Ratatoskr coming down from the heavens, and he touches your forehead and he gives you a bless, and suddenly all this information sort of feels like it's getting downloaded in your brain, and now you know the spell bless.
Oh, bless. Hashtag blessed. Love it.
After a while, as the sun begins to rise, you're woken up by Happy's voice, which rings loudly around the ship. You hear, "Attention, all conscious passengers, please congregate on the deck at your earliest convenience. This is Happy, your onboard cruise control, wishing you a good morning."
Let's hit the deck.
I'd love to see if they have breakfast mimosas. Let's go.
Yeah, buffet would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
There's coffee and omelets being prepared in the scullery, so please come up to the deck via that detour to get your breakfast.
Fantastic.
So you head over to the scullery, which is on your way, and the scullery is a small but impressive room with all kinds of mechanical paraphernalia, robotic arms sticking out of the walls that are brewing and pressing coffee. They're cracking eggs, and as you walk in, and one arm gives each of you a plate and a cup, while another arm seasons your egg and pours milk into your coffee. And
Do you have any chili omelets available?
I can definitely whip that up for you.
That's great. What a wonderful start to the morning.
So you guys go up to the deck, right, with your coffee and your breakfast, and you find that Happy's main body is still anchored to the central console of the ship, which is how he runs the ship. And he's already brought Poppy and Wolfgang up on cots to the deck, and you can see that Wolfgang is also in a sleeping, comatose type state.
Wow, you guys are really serious about breakfast hour. Bringing everyone out here even if they're sleeping. And do elves just sleep every once in a while for a long time? Looking at you.
Or is that bears?
I think it's the curse that is making them continue to sleep.
I feel like coffee might not be enough to get them out of that curse. So the chili omelet question was just one of 2 questions we have this morning. Happy. The other one was about maybe cursed after a bad nightmare dream.
He sort of looks at them and he goes, "It seems our captain and your ranger have suffered the same fate. This is probably a side effect from exposure to you because of your curse. I, of course, am immune to such effects as I have no flesh or soul to corrupt or kill, so bullet dodge there. In other news, the Lonely Isles are now upon us."
Right. So it's seeming like the curse cure that we're going to get on this island, maybe we've got more people that will benefit from that curse cure too.
I'm very invested because Poppy and me had a really great conversation before she fell asleep, and I'm worried, but I think you all are so cool that I'll just, I thought the chili omelet was a good idea too.
And I'd be lying if I wasn't a little bit guilty about spreading the contagion Maybe I should have, I don't know, worn a mask. So
So you see 3 islands in a triangular formation, and from this height you can see that each island has its own defining characteristics. The first island seems the most populated, with a walled city built right in the center of it. The next island, which is the largest of the 3, seems the least populated and covered by dense forest. And the third island, the smallest, is clearly your destination, with a tall solitary tower extending high into the air. So Happy says, "There it is, the Lonely Isles. Each of the 3 have their own culture, rules, and leadership. I can drop you off on the roof of the academy if that's where you wish to go and try to find your materials. In the meantime, I can dock the ship at the dockyard and take our ale to the infirmary."
I like the way you think.
I appreciate you doing that for us and Poppy. I'd like to ask the robots to pack us some sack lunches.
Can do. Absolutely. I will pack you guys a care package for each of you. He hands one to each of you and he says, if you look at your package, you'll see that there's enough food for a day. I packed 1 health potion for you guys just in case. And also, he gives each of you a stone tablet, and as you touch it, magical energy pulses around it, and thin, colorful screen fills the water, and you see like holographic buttons with alphabets and numbers on it. And he says, "This is another marvel of arcano technology. These are texting tablets, and you can use them to text me or each other if you need any assistance."
Text? What does that even mean?
Is that right? No games on this thing? It's just texting? Oh man. What is this, the frickin' Stone Age?
You guys climb off the sides of the ship and jump onto a small balcony that's jutting out of the sloping roof of the tower. So as you start to step in, you see a dark tunnel with a winding staircase leading you down. The staircase is very narrow, and as you go down, you get the feeling that this place has not been entered in a while, and the smell of dust is strong. You sort of reach an opening, but it's really dark. Does any of you have dark vision?
Oh, I do. I have dark vision.
Me too. It looks like I got dark vision.
I can see up to 60 feet.
There you go.
I just grab onto both of you guys and be like, lead me.
I'll be in the front because I'm just curious what's going on.
I'm in the middle because I'm holding on to both of you for dear life because I am blind and I'm scared. But I don't let you guys know because I'm brave.
Alright, so the 2 of you see a square stone room. There's 3 suits of armor standing on each opposing wall. There's 2 flights of stairs going down on your left and your right, and there's a door directly opposite to you behind the armored statue.
I got a bad feeling about these.
What do you think we should do?
I think we should tell someone to turn on the lights. Don't they know we're here? This is so rude.
Oh, I have a produce flame spell.
Oh, there you go. That could be cool.
You produce a little flame that comes out of your hand, and Rocco, now you can see 10 foot around Bjorn. So you can kind of make out that there are 2 suits of armor on either side of the wall.
I want to go kick this bad boy.
As you start to move towards it, you notice that slowly each suit of armor moves 1 step.
I just sort of like swipe back at Timbo, be like, shush, shush, shush.
I get my bow ready and aim it at this guy on the left.
You draw your bow and you let one loose, and the arrow goes flying and hits the knight right in the head, right in the middle where the plate isn't there. And then you hear like a rumbling sound. All the suits of armor pull out their swords and they're ready to battle. So go ahead and roll initiative. The knight that you hit, Bjorn, starts walking towards you. That's a 6, so that misses, right?
I'll use an Eldritch Blast.
Swings his sword, and Bjorn just ducks and pushes him, and as she's pushing him, energy flows out of her fingers and just blasts at him. He takes 6 damage and he gets pushed back.
I think I want to like really quickly like run here, and then I'm gonna use Thunder Wave.
Alright, so you fly towards the one that's on the farthest end of this room, and the 2 knights that are near you, they swing at you, but you're simply too graceful. You like dodge and weave, and as you reach your destination, you just blast thunder and electricity out from you. When you hit him, he just sort of like gets like shoved back into the wall. He's sort of like stuck in the wall, so it's gonna take him one whole movement to sort of get out of there.
And I turn to him and I look and be like, excuse me, do you know where the lights are?
So that night he uses his turn to get out of the sort of wall that he was stuck in. He just like sort of breaks out of the wall and he stands in front of you, and that'll be the end of his turn. And then the other night, this guy, he'll walk towards Bjorn. He like takes 2 big steps, like and he swings his sword and completely misses.
Alright, I'm gonna maybe try that Ray of Frost spell I got. Maybe the bits of metal will freeze together or something.
You pull out your water skin, you take a little sip of water, and and this ray of white light goes and hits the guy. So he takes 4 damage, and you can see like his arms are like sort of frozen together with the sword.
And then I might try to do one thing where it says Hector can act as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Alright, this one's for you, Hector.
So Hector jumps off of you and jumps onto the suit of armor, and it's just like wiggling around in there, and you can see he's like, oh fuck.
We've got a man on the inside. Nice, like a Richard Gere situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use Shocking Grasp on this guy in front of me. And I have advantage if they're wearing armor made of metal.
Hey, look at that. So you grab the guy, and you just electricity comes out of you, and he takes, his head flies off.
You guys are all completely out of range too, so I can just move 1 step and use Thunder Wave again.
The knight that just like stepped out of the stone, you just like walk up to him, you put your hand on his chest, and do you want to say something before you blast him into oblivion?
I just go, no, and I just gently push him back in.
So electricity comes out of your hand and blasts him back into the wall, and he, like you can see, he kind of like conducts that electricity, and somehow like it arcs through and hits each of the knights, and they all burst and just into just like a.
I hope Hector's okay. He was in one of those suits.
You see like a little ball of fur just fall down, and then he unfurls, and it's Hector, and he does a little pose for you, and he's like,
My boy.
Hector, he survived. I still can't see anything. Practically blind.
I rush over with my flame, trying to help.
Which way do you guys want to go?
Maybe we should do the door then.
So you enter into this new room.
I'm coming in.
There's a large pool in the middle of the room, and the pool is full of glowing red liquid.
Is it blood?
Magic blood.
Rocco probably thinks that her blood glows. Probably.
My blood does glow.
Make, let's see, make a medicine check. Any 2 of you can make it, or 1 of you can make it with advantage.
Dr. Timbo.
I got a 12.
8.
Both of you, you're looking at it, and it looks familiar. This water, like this liquid, is something that you've seen before.
And I just like kick at it a little bit.
So you kick at it, and you dip your toe in it, and you suddenly feel a little better. You feel like a little rejuvenated.
Kicking things always makes you feel better, I say to this group.
Do we have a container we could put some of that in?
I have a water skin. Can I use that?
Yeah.
So I dump out my water and I fill up my water skin with the health potion.
Great. So I'm just gonna add another health potion on your inventory.
Awesome.
Do you guys want to go onward and upwards, or to the left, to the right?
Full speed ahead.
As you walk into the other room, there's another pool in the center, and this one is glowing blue.
Ooh.
And if you look throughout the room, you can see like on the left there is a sigil, and on the right there is a sigil on the on the floor as well.
Let's divide and conquer. I'm towards the right already, so.
Is this like, would this be like an Arcana? So I have +3. How is everyone else doing on Arcana?
+5.
Arcana. I have +2.
Actually, each of you can make an arcana check.
Yeah, 16.
I got 13.
I got a 15.
Nice. Each of you looks at it, and Timbo, you can tell that there's many different types of spells that could work here, but it's an evocation. Both of these are evocation glyphs.
Alright, I want to do one of those.
I'm gonna bend down and like touch it and do Shocking Grasp on it.
I'll do Ray of Frost on it. Go icy again.
You cast your spell, and then the glyph just starts to glow green, and you see that the water in the pool starts to churn, and the color of the water changes to green as well, and then it starts creating a kind of like a whirlpool. And then as this is happening, the door that you came in through shuts.
Alright, I'm gonna go kick it.
You go up to the water and put your foot in it, and then Rocco gets sucked inside the whirlpool, and she disappears.
I'm panicked. Oh no! What do we do? Should we follow her?
Oh, let's text her. Can we text her?
Oh, we should text her.
Let's text her. Beep, 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 beep. What should we say? Is your refrigerator running? Question mark.
And I'm like, no.
Is your refrigerator running?
You're dead to me.
We're glad you're not dead, though.
New brick, who dis?
Does it seem safe over there?
As far as I can tell.
OMW, whatever that means. This method of communication seems to lend itself to acronyms. LOL. Should we cannonball in there, Bjorn? Should we jump in?
Okay,
All right.
let's do it. We have to find her.
Gets sucked in, and you feel yourselves in the whirlpool for a second. You plop out onto the same corridor that she was in, and you see Rocco in front of you. It is a long hallway, and it's well lit. You can see that there are lamps.
This is a much nicer place. I like it more. Seems better lit.
It's a nice building.
And you can see, as you look around, you notice that there's like strange vines all around the walls and the ceiling. And as your eyes start adjusting to this new light, you realize that there are people strung up all over this room.
And I am very creeped out by that.
There are people that are like hanging from the ceilings. There are people standing around the chamber, all with vines sort of entrapping them. These people, they seem to be alive, but in some kind of a daze. Their eyes are wide open, but there's no movement or acknowledgement of your presence.
Are any of them close enough to the ground that we can walk up to them?
Yeah, you can see there's one creature over here, this guy.
I walk up and I try to like shake him awake. Do you know who runs this place? I have some complaints to make.
He looks at you and he just goes, "Who are you?"
Thank you for asking. I'm surprised you didn't recognize me immediately. My name is Rocco. I'm quite famous. You are so lucky to be meeting me today.
He's like not responding to what you're saying at all. It seems like he's like in his own world, and he just says, "Yes, I see."
I pull out the red Kool-Aid water skin and I like squirt a little on his face. I need to talk to somebody. A manager. Someone faster than you.
You pour it on him and he like twitches a little. You can see like all of the vines that are touching him, they sort of like move, almost like they're releasing him. And like for a second he's like, "Help me, you need to help me right now." And then they come back and sort of cover his face, and he just like goes right back into his trance.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then you see this woman, she has a broom in her hand, and she's sort of frozen in the act of sweeping. She's like absent-mindedly sweeping, but her face is blank and her eyes are vacant. And she just says, "I know who you are. We've met before."
This is terrible. I hate this room's ambiance. It would have been a great room without all the bodies.
Yeah, I'll walk over to where Rocco is, and I'll say, if you guys think you've met before, you may have attended one of Rocco's wonderful concerts. Do you remember which venue it was? We work really hard to make those venues as memorable as possible.
And I'm nodding like, yes, this is true. We do work hard on that.
When you say that, the woman who is sweeping, she just sort of swivels to look at you. It's not like her feet don't move, it's more like the vines are moving her like puppets. And she just looks at you and she says, "You think you are heroes. You protect the innocent and destroy that which you deem is dangerous."
Yeah, I do what I can.
I'm like horrified by seeing all this. I feel like I have vine knowledge from living in woods. Can I check out one of the vines?
Yeah, sure. Make a nature check.
20.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Great. So you walk up to the same woman and you're like inspecting the back of her head, which has the vine sticking out. And the more you look at it, the more it reminds you of the kobolds that you fought.
Oh.
And you think, what if it's like a big ceremorph brain that's controlling all of them?
So I point this out to the others. Should we light it on fire? What did we do with the last one?
It was a lot of lightning and fire, but I feel like when we did that before, it was attached to a really big creature and it barely survived. If we do that to these people who are just apparently normal people, will they survive?
If there's a big brain.
I take out one of my knives and I'm like, take the knife towards it really slowly, like.
Make a dexterity check for me.
+3, 16.
Yeah, so you pull out your knife in one quick movement, just slice the back of the vine. You can hear like a little like distant screaming, like a, and you can see the vine sort of retracts back and goes up into the ceiling and goes off. And suddenly all of the vines leave the woman, and the woman just sort of slumps over exhausted, and she just like falls down to the floor.
I think we have some pruning to do.
Yeah, sounds good. Could go around and cut folks' little nerve ties to the ceiling.
But I hope nothing goes terribly, terribly wrong.
I think I'll try and wake up the woman, if I can.
Okay, yeah, so you go up to the woman and you start trying to wake her up. She like slowly sort of opens her eyes and she looks at you and she's like, am I dreaming?
I say, no, you're awake. Are you okay?
My name is Sally. Are we still in the academy?
Yeah, we are in the academy.
Oh my gosh, I'm part of the cleaning staff. I don't know what happened, but I was just cleaning and then I was in a dream, like a wonderful dream.
Sleeping on the job.
I look around, trying to figure out who else to like cut down. Is this another person?
This one, he's like all the way up, like near the ceiling.
I'll levitate up to him, because I'm floaty. I don't want to gloaty, but I'm floaty.
Make another dexterity check.
15.
So I rolled a nat 20. As you take out the knife to stab him, he just grabs your hand. His eyes suddenly come into focus and he sees you. He says, you could have walked away. You could have washed your hands of all of this and gone to live your woefully miserable lives. The voice that he speaks with is very familiar to you. You have 100% heard this voice before.
I wonder if we should do a check to see who this person is, if he's from like our shared history.
Yeah, make a history check.
Oh, I got a natural 20 and then plus 3.
Nice.
I know everything about this guy.
Looking at his face, it's just some guy. He's like a big, burly, masculine man. You don't know who he is by his face, but his voice sounds exactly like Wolfgang, the captain of the ship.
Oh, cool.
Suddenly you see a bunch new vines come down and into each one of them, and they all rise up, and you can hear each of them speak in unison. You hear all of them speaking, and they say, well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but the day is already lost, and I have already won. These minds, these bodies are mine. Welcome to the den of the mind flayer. And suddenly all of these bodies, they start twitching and then they start to descend upon you.
Okay, now they seem hostile.
Bjorn, Sally's sort of like clutching your arm. She's like, what's going on?
And I act all heroic and I say, don't worry, stay behind me. I'll fix this.
First of all, I do not know what you are talking about. You are mumbling randomness, and I just don't personally care, and I do not have the time to listen or understand. And I am currently busy with our own tasks. Would you say the tentacles are essentially one being?
It would seem so.
All right, well, I'm gonna try to do hold person then on it. So you're gonna have to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 4.
Oh.
Yeah, you just like release this wave of air that pushes all of the people that are on the vines to the edges of the walls, and they're just sort of stuck there prone onto the wall.
I want to do a bonus action with my dagger, and I want to try to cut that guy free again.
So make a dexterity check with advantage.
18, baby.
Nice. He rolled a 17, so you just beat him.
And I go, no touchy.
You just sort of slice the back of the vine in his neck, and he starts to fall.
He'll be fine.
It's rain and men.
I see the body starting to fall and figure that, I bet I can make it. So I'm gonna run to catch it.
Awesome. Make an acrobatics check for me.
15.
Nice, yeah. So you jump over and you just easily catch that person in your hands and you lay them down gently.
I'm gonna go over to this guy.
So you, as you run up to them, they see you, and when he looks at you, he just sort of like mimes pulling out a bow and arrow, and he like aims it at you, and then you suddenly feel like an arrow hitting you in the shoulder blade, and you take 6 damage.
It's a mean wizard. I have a brain. And sometimes when I drink a cold drink, I get a brain freeze.
Okay.
So I want to try a brain freeze. So I shoot a ray of frost straight up.
I love it.
Ah, got a 1.
You like shoot your ray of frost up into the air, and it does hit a few of the vines, but you feel them just like sort of crack and break, and you can hear like laughter in the room, just like, you think your puny cantrips can get me? Think again.
So would you say all the vines are coming from the ceiling area?
Mm-hmm.
So since I can levitate, how much vertical space would you say I would need to do to hit them and avoid my team members?
Yeah, you can go there and then you can go up 15 feet if you want to.
Yeah, I want to go up 15 feet and do Thunder Wave.
And yeah, your movement is 30 feet, so you can totally do it.
And I'm gonna roll my, it's not great, but 3d8, 12.
Alright, so these guys over here, they all get pushed back. See, like some of the vines are like burning off. These two, the wizard one and the other one, the one that was on the ground, they just get pushed back and they take the 12 damage. But the one that's like right in front of you, directly looking at you, and he just like slips under your hands and hits the ground.
Sweet!
I sing the same It's Raining Men song, but this time kind of fast and nervously. It's raining men, hallelujah, hallelujah, it's raining men. Oh God.
I'll shoot an arrow at the vine controlling the guy.
10 will not hit. You release an arrow at him and you can see just like he's like waves his hand and a magical shield gets formed and it shatters. You are still new to this. I've had years, nay, decades of practice.
That I am intimidated.
The wizard looks at Bjorn and he releases another arrow. Now that you've gotten used to, you understand what's happening, you sort of just like parkour jump out of the way. A part of the ground next to you just like splashed and breaks and cracks, and you can see like acid spreading out of it.
Maybe since this is like a challenging encounter, I'll bless my buddies. I'll say hashtag bless this mess. I've been watching The Circle a lot lately. They talk in hashtags. It's really fun.
So for the two of you, now for the next minute, which is for the next 10 rounds, you guys have an extra d4 that you can roll when you make an attack or a saving throw.
Thank you so much for that, Timbo.
You're welcome. My pleasure. I'm wondering too if I could use a Hector bonus action thing.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe I have Hector try to run up one of those vines and try to bite the brain if there's a brain up there.
Totally, yeah. Hector can easily, he just like goes up. Why don't you make a perception check for me?
The 11.
11, yeah. Because of your connection with the god of small things, you know what Hector is feeling at the very least, and you can feel like terrifying fear. And then you get like these images that are flashing through your brain, and you get the image of Frederick. He's the guy who cursed you.
Oh, that guy. All right. That bastard.
Alright, they've finally made their wisdom save, so you will suddenly see like all of these vines are now coming towards each of you. So I want each of you to make a dexterity check for me. Great, all of you have rolled really well. So the vines just start coming for you and each of you just dodges out of the way really deftly, and then you take your dagger and you just like slice through each of those vines. Bjorn, you sort of like jump, and as you're jumping you release an arrow and it goes through the vine. Timber, you see one of the vines, they come for you. As it like hits the ground right next to you, you pick up your mace and you crush it.
Destroy.
And then you see this old man with like a long beard, and then he looks at you very angrily. You start seeing like more vines come and like start like attaching to this one person, and you see their eyes start to glow and they're like, "You are not worthy."
And I yell at the vines, bitch, I said.
You will suddenly see like all of these vines that are free are now coming towards each of you. So I want each of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, 12.
Got a 14.
20.
Ooh, good job.
Nice. Alright, so you see as the darkness sort of comes over, it engulfs Rocco, it engulfs Bjorn, and it starts to like take them in.
Oh no.
And as it's coming towards you, you once again hear Ratatosker's voice, and he's like, "Hold on for a minute, Timbo." And then you feel this like fur wrap around you, and you suddenly get sucked out of that place.
Oh.
A few minutes pass in the darkness, and as you like open your eyes, Bjorn, you find yourself back home. You're in your bed back in your cottage, and you blink your eyes and you sit up, and you can hear the trees rustling outside, and it's like very familiar. It's exactly your home. You look outside your window and your dad's there. He's chopping wood, and it feels like this whole thing has just been a big bad dream.
So emotional.
I know.
I go out the door and say, "Dad!"
Good morning, sleepyhead.
But I run to him and try and give him a hug.
Oh, he hugs you.
And I say, "Good morning. I had the weirdest dream. How long have you been up?"
Oh, you know me. I wake up at the crack of dawn. I've been up. I went to the city. I got us some eggs. It's all regular day. What was your dream? You had a dream?
Yeah, I had a dream you were gone.
Gone? Well, I was gone. That wasn't a dream, honey. That happened in the morning. Why don't you go back inside and I'll get started on breakfast. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good. So I head back inside.
Why don't you make a wisdom check for me?
Okay. I'm like forgetting everything right now. It's a d20 plus dexterity or
wisdom.
A wisdom check. I don't know what I was thinking.
You had a weird dream. You're a little disoriented. It's all right.
Okay, I rolled a 19.
Ooh, that's great. As you had this interaction, it feels very like eerily familiar. These exact events have happened before, and the more you think about it, you realize that you're in a memory right now.
Oh. I'll do a perception check. Anything else I can tell about the environment that's different than reality?
For sure. Make a perception check.
I want to know what memory eggs taste like. I guess exactly how you remember them. But still.
Okay, I got a dirty 20.
Nice. Looking around, it looks exactly like your house, except where your bedroom is, like there's a door to your bedroom, there's another door right next to it, and it kind of looks like a broom closet door, which you've not seen before.
Okay, so I go over to the door and I try and open it.
The door is locked.
Well, then I'll call to my dad and say, hey, what's this door?
Honey, there's a lot of doors in the house.
This door wasn't here before.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, baby. I wake up early and I get a lot done, but I can't build a door overnight. Rocco, you open your eyes and you look around, and the first thing you notice, the familiar face of Frederick, the demigod Dockmaster, who you killed, walks into view. Visceral disgust.
And I'm just laying there like, this is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful life.
Forgive me, my friend, if I forget my hospitality, but you did destroy my physical body. That kind of behavior can rub people the wrong way.
It was unavoidable. I'm gonna be looking for an exit right now, and I get up and I just start walking past him, being like,
this is where you are now. You will be here forever.
watch me get out of here. Watch me get out of here.
Make an insight check.
Alright, 16 plus 0. 16.
Well, he's dead, definitely. So this is some kind of a trick. This is like either an illusion or
And you can't trick me.
We have your mind now. You're and all of your friends.
Buddy, you don't want my mind.
Timbo, the last thing you saw was a bunch of dark and menacing tentacles rushing straight for you and your friends.
Sounds like a typical Saturday night.
But before they had a chance to get you, you felt yourself being wrapped up in a warm and furry blanket, and then suddenly you find yourself blinking as your eyes adjust to a completely new location. You're directly facing a wall in a super dark room. It feels small and congested, and you can see like mops and cleaning supplies propped up against the wall.
This is actually much closer to an actual Saturday night of mine. Is there anybody else in the room? Am I all alone in here?
Make a perception check with advantage.
With advantage. Okay. Oh no. Okay. I rolled a 1 and then I added 2, but then with advantage I'll do it again, right? That time it's 12.
Well, so you're looking around as a figure staring at you from the corner. It's holding a broom and looking at you in abject fear, since you just materialized out of nowhere. John, do you want to introduce yourself and your character?
Sure. My name is John. I'm playing a half-orc wizard.
Hello. I'm Kamar, the prophet of void and destruction.
Wow, that's quite the title.
Yeah, but all my friends call me Jim.
Jim. Oh, okay. I might just, it's a little easier. I'll do Jim.
Yeah. Hi. Who are you?
I'm Timbo. It's a whole long story, but so you said destruction. So do you personally destroy things? Should I be worried over here?
I destroy wet puddles and messes in the hallway. That's about it.
Oh, that's sort of a relief. Do you work here, Jim?
I do. I'm a wizard. Well, and I look away a little embarrassed. I was coming to be a wizard, but I failed the written exam.
Test anxiety is a super real thing.
Oh, I'm just not very smart. I don't know if you can tell. I'm half orc.
From where I sit, seemed like an awesome dude. Intelligence doesn't even matter as far as I'm concerned.
Oh,
Where are we? Is there an exit? Do you know of a...
how did you get here? Is this your memory?
Maybe it is.
I can walk around some memories. Mr. Mind Flayer, he doesn't really pay attention to me.
Okay, maybe I'll do a perception check around the room.
Sure, you can make an investigation check if you want to spend some time looking around.
Yeah, that one. 10.
So you're looking around and there is a door. As you walk towards the door, suddenly the door starts to rattle. The knob starts to move as if someone on the other side is trying to open it.
You don't happen to have keys, do you?
No, Mr. Flayer took them away.
All right, here's the plan. I'll freeze the door, and it'll like freeze up the little hinges maybe, and then we'll just be able to kind of, shatter the little icy hinges and open up the door.
I also know Ray of Frost.
Oh, there you go.
I got a nat 20.
Ooh, nice. All right, so both of you cast your Ray of Frost, and you see that the hinges completely start to freeze over. In the meantime, Bjorn, you're looking at this door, and you can also see that the hinges around the door on your side are freezing over, and there's like cold mist coming from the bottom of it.
I'll say now, I'm no, Sorcerer Supreme or anything, but just as far as Ray of Frost goes, I think you got me beat. I think you've got great potential as a wizard, and I think you're going places, and I believe in you, Jim.
And I blush. Thank you, Timbo.
Timbo. Maybe that's a fun little nickname. I'll call you Jimbo.
Timbo
and Jimbo.
Adorable. I love this.
I was about to cast Eldritch Blast, but now I hesitate, and I will perception perceive the door. I got a 22.
Ooh, all right. Two things. One, you recognize that this is probably Ray of Frost, which makes you think that this is probably Timbo's doing, right? And second, you see that the ice has made the door really brittle.
I'll just kick the door.
Make a strength check with advantage.
I rolled a 6 both times.
The DC was 5.
Oh.
You're fine. So you kick the door just shatters. You see Bjorn on the other side of the door.
Who are you?
Who are you?
You can call me Jimbo. This is my friend Timbo.
Yeah, he's cool. He's super cool. We're buddies.
Okay, well, I'm Bjorn. I was traveling with Timbo before. And Rocco, where's Rocco?
Is she in a memory?
You brought a rock? If we don't want to upset Mr. Flayer, then...
What? Who is that?
He came when the witch tore up a hole in the air.
Uh-oh.
I'm very concerned at hearing the words Mr. Flayer. Should we try and text her? Do we still have our texters?
Yeah, go ahead and make investigation checks.
I rolled a 20.
Nice. Yes, Bjorn, you find your texting tablet. It was sitting, it was on your bed. You just get a glimpse of it. It's sitting there on your bed.
I text her, hey, are you there?
Rocco, while you're in that room, you just hear Bjorn's voice going,
hey, are you there?
Ugh, I'm somewhere, and I'm still walking around this dark void, ignoring that guy.
And while you're doing this, the Dark Master is just talking your ear off. You will not sleep, you will not dream, you will not hunger, you will be unable to die, you will lose all sense of time.
And you will not shut up, apparently. Oh my god! Nobody asked you, buddy. And then I yell, yeah, I'm here. Are you somewhere? Where the hell are you?
Bjorn, your texts are going crazy. Everything that Rocco just said is showing up on your...
Can you see a door where you are?
You see the front door.
And I say, there's a front door. I came in through it.
What do you feed this rock?
I was gonna roll for Thunderwave though.
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess the door has to make a con saving throw.
Alright, Rocco blasts thunder out of her fingers at the door. The door catches fire, and Bjorn, you see your front door catches fire. The part that's holding the door locked breaks off, and the door opens. And you see Rocco over there.
I'm thank God. Or my D&D god.
That's me.
Thank Raghav.
Exactly.
I like the idea of having an in-universe...
Me?
Yeah, where oh blessed Raghav, thank heavens, Oh my god. Frederick, can I say bastard? You bastard. I said it.
Well, Timbo, my friend, you see, when you killed me, the Kuo-toa took my consciousness and took me to the Mind Flayer. So now I am one and the same with the Mind Flayer.
For a dead guy, he still talks a lot, I yelled.
What do you think we should do, Rocco, about this Frederick guy?
Well, I don't really know what we should do about him, but I'm gonna do this. And I just go over and I pick up the door and I just throw it at him.
Alright, I would say make a dexterity check with advantage.
15.
So you fling it at him, it goes through him, he splits in half, and he just like sort of disintegrates into dust and he vanishes. And as he's going, he's just like, well, that sucks. Just disappears. So as you do that, you see that like the door is like stuck in the air, in midair, tearing a hole through space itself. Like where the door hit, there's like a hole.
That's a hole. Can we fit through this hole?
Yeah, let's hop in there.
Let me go grab a quick wastebasket with some important documents, please.
Who is he again? I'm sorry, I was in a moment. Hello?
Hello, you can call me Jimbo, and I've returned with my little trash can full of crumpled up papers and used spell scrolls, it looks like. These are my studying materials. I'll be a real wizard one day.
You sure will, buddy. I'm gonna call you the Trash Wizard. Let's go!
Alright, you guys have stepped out into an open field. As you do that, you see the fabric shuts. Make whatever check you want to make. You can tell me what you want.
I guess investigation's like my best one. Unless I can persuade the land to tell me things. Can I persuade the land to tell me things?
If you can logic it, I'll let you do it.
Alright, this place is a memory, which means it's attached to something, which means it's attached to a brain, which means I can talk to it. So I'm gonna scream to the hills. How the fuck do we get out of here? 15 plus 4, 19.
Oh wow, okay, great, yeah. So the sky starts to darken a little bit, like a lightning bolt hits the ground, and the dust sort of settles, and you look at it and you see that a rune has been created.
This is dope.
Jimbo, you recognize that rune immediately. It's from a scroll that you recently acquired.
Oh, that matches the scroll I have. And I start rummaging through my little trash can and pull out a scroll. I don't know what it means. Here you go.
I take it and be like, ha. Timbo, do you know what this means?
Let's see.
Bjorn, while looking at it like...
I found it in the headmaster's office.
The three of you can make Arcana checks.
Ooh, 19 plus 5.
Got a 19.
20.
Great, that's amazing. Everyone's got a good roll. The spell is called Memory Magnet. All of you, as you are like trying to sit down and decipher the spell, you feel like this is a spell that was invented in retaliation to the Mind Flayer's attacks.
Whoa.
And you may be able to use this to get out of here.
I have an idea. Let's use this to get out of here. Should we divide and conquer? All right. So the gathering of materials, where would we go? Or should I do... I'm low to the ground, so maybe I'll find stuff kind of easy being a little short guy.
Well, can I use levitate and just bring it to me?
Ooh.
I will draw the rune.
Sounds good. I think the actual casting could be a cool opportunity for Jimbo.
I can do my best.
Jimbo, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me. And Bjorn, please make a history check. Timbo, make a survival check. Rocco, you cast levitate and then make an investigation check to like see things.
I got a 10 plus 4 for survival.
13.
So I rolled an 18 plus 2 for investigation.
19.
Alright, so as you guys start doing this, all of you gain a level.
Hey.
Rocco flies up, flies around gathering the proper materials that she needs. Meanwhile, Timbo is like going down, he's grabbing the right kind of dirt. He brings it back to Bjorn. Bjorn takes it, Bjorn makes the runes on the ground. Jimbo, you read the scrolls. And as you're reading the scroll, the world around you starts to shift. You know, like the sky changes colors, the clouds are moving really. It's like a time lapse that you're in. It becomes, and each of you is like, you can see like your own memories running through your head. Timbo and Rocco, you remember the first time that you met, and Jimbo, you're thinking about like Sally, who you met the first time and how nice she was to you. And Bjorn, you remember the time when like your dad, he's teaching you how to sort of stay hidden from the public, and all of those visions, they start to merge together. And so you guys find yourselves in a crowd of high elven citizens, And by the look of them, they are council members and politicians. They're the upper echelon of the Hexian Empire. They're surrounding an ancient ruin. So on the podium, you see the king and queen of Hexia, who you guys recognize, along with a stately-looking witch. Jimbo, you recognize that this witch, this is like a younger version of the witch who came and unleashed the Mind Flayer on all of you guys.
That's the witch I was talking about, I think.
And you see an elven woman who has been placed on her knees in the center. You can see that the female elf is like crying softly. She looks pleadingly at the king and queen. She's like, you don't have to do this. I'll leave the empire. I'll leave the continent of Aurora. You'll never have to see me again. The witch speaks. High Elf Azaria, you are hereby found guilty of consorting with a human male and of mothering a half-elf child in secret, a crime forbidden by the highest laws of the Hexian court. Please, I love them. They are my family. All I want is to be with them. Just my daughter, my child will need her mother, please. I thought you would understand. The king scoffs. He's like, understand? What do you want us to understand? That you care so little for the honor of our people that you'd mingle with humans? No. An example must be set. Azaria, you are stripped of your titles and your wealth, and banished to the dark realms of the cursed lands. And you can hear the crowd starts to chant. They're like, banished, banished, banished. And Azaria weeps, and she looks over her shoulder to a nearby hill. Bjorn, you follow her gaze, and with your keen sight, you notice that just over the hill, a young human man stands crying softly with a toddler that's hanging on a satchel tied around his chest. You recognize them as a young Martin, your father, and that's you in the satchel. Timbo and Jimbo, you watch as Azaria mouths silently and makes subtle but specific gestures with her fingers. And you can tell instantly, having just learned a memory spell today, that she's casting Modify Memory on Martin and Bjorn. Perhaps to spare them the pain and hurt of this day. The ground starts to shake, and you see Azaria slowly start to disintegrate. And as she does, she continues to cry, and the crowd continues to chant, banished, banished, banished. You wake up. And you're back in the chamber of the Arcane Academy. All three of you are ensnared in black tendrils, and you see in the center of the chamber the Mind Flayer, the Illithid, the monster that wrought this torment on you. You see a gruesome mockery of the human form, a purple squid-like head on a cloaked humanoid body with black tendrils extending out from under him, tentacles from coming out of the mouth, and the tentacles are lifting mockingly to reveal a gaping maw with rows and rows of teeth. And he sees you guys are sort of scattered around the room. He sees you guys waking up, and he's like, oh, hello. It looks like you guys are awake.
Yeah. We don't like your... Let's get him.
Yo, dickhead, we lived.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot Eldritch Blast at him. 16.
16 hits. Bro, well, looks like you guys have wiggled free of my mind maze. That's really impressive. Your fortitude is more than those poor wizards who ran this miserable... Whoop! And gets hit by a Eldritch Blast from Bjorn, sorry.
I got a 9 damage.
Bjorn, since you were the one who hit him, this person who's right next to you, he sort of like comes online and comes towards you, pulls out a short sword and starts taking swings at you. For 7 damage. The Mind Flayer, he's like, see, you will not underestimate me, and I will have all your brains for my eating. And he turns towards Timbo, and he's gonna try and grapple Timbo with his tentacles.
Oh my gosh, do I do a...
Make a strength saving throw.
Rolled a 10 minus 1, should be 9.
He rolled a 16, so his tentacles just like grab around your neck. I'm gonna eat your brain, boy.
I don't think I like this.
But Hector like jumps out of your pocket, jumps onto him, and just like bites his nose. And he's like, hot damn, what's this, a little fucking rat?
Alright, so I'm gonna like run up, and then I'm gonna use my new sword, the Kopesh, and I'm going to try to cut him free. 20.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Yes! Alright, so you can double your damage.
15.
You fly towards him, you pull out your new black sword. You guys are seeing this. You slash at him once,
Stabby, stabby.
catch one of the tentacles that's on his face and just slice it off.
Ow.
And you see, like, as it slices, there's like a little like pulse of like red energy that comes out of the sword. It goes out in a 15-foot radius. Timbo, Hector, and this man that's nearby all take 1 damage. You gain 4 HP.
Crazy.
Let go of my friend and cast Ray of Frost.
Nice. Classic move.
15.
15 just hits.
That's 6 damage.
And he like hits him in the back of the head, and he's like, "Whoa, well, I don't like that at all." So he's like seeing you guys are like surrounding him, and he's like, "Well, I don't like how I'm being surrounded at all. This is what I would call a no-brainer." And with that like terrible joke, you can feel like psychic energy just blasting out of him. This hits all of you for 15 damage.
So rude.
And then this guy is gonna come to Rocco, and he like punches towards you, and you dodge out of the way, and a ball of fire flies out of his hand and just hits a nearby wall and fizzles out.
It's like, that's real embarrassing for you, bud.
I see everybody having run over here to help, so I'm gonna use this bless enchantment. I appreciate y'all coming to help me in my time of need. Actually, I say Raghav bless you, because that's the new.
I love it so much.
May the light of Raghav shine down upon your faces.
This can't be good for my ego. Alright, so Hector somehow wasn't hit by the psychic blast, and Hector's just been running around his head, dodging everyone else's attacks that's on the Mind Flayer's head. And he just like comes by where the ear would be and just bites down. And you can hear the Mind Flayer, suddenly he screams, he's like, "Ma, what's all this? Why are you here? Get off of me, man. You're making me lose my train of thought." He's like making shitty brain puns.
Are my new teammates, are any of them wearing armor that I can see?
Well, Timbo's wearing a cloak of protection, and Bjorn is wearing armor.
Rocco's not wearing armor?
No, I'm more into like sexy clothes, you know? You dig that?
Okay. Okay. Ooh, that gets me in the action. But you know what? That's what we're gonna do. I'm going to run up over to Rocco. I need to touch your shoulder to give you armor, and I cast mage armor on her.
Wow, so your AC is now 60.
Aw, thank you, Trash Wizard.
So you moved out of the range of this guy, so he's gonna get an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay.
You can see he's just like a big part wolf almost, and he just like swipes at you with his claws. Jesus, you take 12 damage.
I am not doing good.
Do you need help?
I have a really big cut. I might pass out pretty soon.
I'm gonna run around him, and then I will use Eldritch Blast again. 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
10.
Oh wow, full damage. Timbo, you can see this is Sally. This is that woman that you guys had saved. Angrily, just like tries to hit you with the broom. It hits you, but it does nothing. It like sort of hits the bun of your hair and just sort of softly bounces off you.
Okay, I don't want to be the one to hurt Sally if it comes to that, so I'm gonna.
You can see that the Mind Flayer's like kind of like he's like swaying. He's kind of woozy. He's like, "Oh, I made a mistake. I should have picked one of the wizards, but I picked one of the janitors. That's on me, y'all. It's on me."
All right, Jimbo. I think you said you got a cut on your back. I've got Cure Wounds. Maybe I'll try Cure Wounds.
I would appreciate that.
And as you're casting a spell, you can see that it just heals up.
I bet that wound is so itchy.
I also have health potions. I'm about half health, so maybe So I'm gonna roll 4d4 and plus 4. Wait, how did it do 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12?
4 3s are 12.
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. Edit that out too. Shit. Fuck. The Mind Flayer took away my math power. Oh, Mind Flayer did that.
But I have 8 HP. I need to heal.
You have 8 left? Oh my god.
Yeah, before Timbo healed me, I was down to 3.
Whoa.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Thank goodness for Timbo. Okay, first I'm gonna take a potion of greater healing.
You can see his like eyes roll back, and he uses all of his energy to make all these people move closer towards you guys. Heading towards you.
All right, so thinking this guy's gonna try to run soon, I'm gonna try to do another Ray of Frost on him. 16, is that it?
Yes, that hits. And you saw that he was trying to create a distraction to disappear, and you saw he was starting to cast a piece of magic, and you saw as he was doing that, a little portal was starting to open behind him, and you immediately cast Ray of Frost, and 2 bolts of light hit his hands. They go, and and you can see that he's stuck to the wall, and he takes 10 damage. And he's like, oh, well, that was a clever move there, little boy. Anyone who wants to can make an Arcana check.
I got a 17.
I got a 16.
So Jimbo and Bjorn, both of you know that he was trying to cast Plane Shift.
Your plane has been delayed.
I'm gonna be thanking Narcissus every time I stab. Rolling me some d20s. Ooh, a 17.
All right, tell me how you kill him.
Starts cutting through his skull, and I slice his head in half.
But his body just goes limp, slumps over, and falls over dead.
Timbo, what's my line?
How about hey Jimbo, we are gonna need a cleanup on aisle 3.
Hey Jimbo, we're gonna need a cleanup on aisle me.
I like that better.